The upstairs door just opened it. Hello? Someone in here? Hey, this is Justin from the Blessing Boys. We showed up today to clean what looked like just another abandoned property. No one was living here, so we figured it'd be pretty straightforward. But halfway through the yard, something weird happened. The upstairs door, which was completely shut, suddenly swung open and then slammed shut again. We weren't sure if we should go inside or leave it alone, but we wanted to let whoever was in there know we meant no harm. Curiosity got the best of us, and what we found inside was disturbing. Listen, our goal is to clean these properties up and keep them from becoming a dangerous hangout. Stick around, this one is worth seeing all the way through. Now let's get into this yard. go out there and we help people who feel forgotten, single moms, widows, elderly, people just overwhelmed by life. But a lot of times we can't forget about the protection our own family needs. That's why I'm super excited to partner with Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Even big banks like Bank of America have announced recent data breaches that unfortunately leave super important information out into the public. The toughest part is that it usually takes a company on average 277 days to report a breach like this, which is way too long. But Aura, they alert me quickly when they find things like my phone number or my social security number that's on the dark web. And if anybody tries to use that information to access my credit or my bank account, they let me know right away. On top of that, Aura offers up to $5 million in identity theft insurance and provides a bunch of other really cool features to help you stay safe online, all inside one app. So you can go to my link at aura.com/blessingboys to try 14 days for free. That will be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data has been exposed. You'll learn about it before one of these companies are forced to notify you. I want to give a huge thanks to Aura, our sponsor for today's video, for continuing to help us do this work. Now let's get back into this overgrown yard. You might see us being a little careful when we're grabbing stuff. All this is wrapped in poison ivy, right there. So a lot of this yard is wrapped in poison ivy, which is unfortunate. We're already halfway through, so we can't stop now, but we'll just have to kind of take precautions because we're all a bit allergic to it. So. I felt like it took forever. I know it sped up, but it was at such a funny angle. The way I came in was not, it was a little wonky, and so it kept pinching the blade and stopping the rotation of the chainsaw, so that's why it took so long. Thank goodness I got good strong boys to lift this up for me.
And it is today's sponsor. I'm kidding. I just found this sitting back there.
That's hilarious. It looks like it's actually in really good condition.
Yeah.
I don't think, does it have a battery on it? No, it doesn't have a battery on it. That's so funny. I guess because it's under the trees, it didn't get rusted as much, but that's so funny.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna go use this.
All right, I got a question for the audience, question for you guys. I'm gonna remove the little stuff. I tend to lean on the side of removing more if you've watched my videos than less. But this tree here in the corner kind of, I don't know, creates a little shade. It's not like too bad. It's not an ugly tree. Do you think I remove it completely or leave it? What do you think? I'm gonna wait on your answer. I'm kidding, obviously I can't wait that long. I think I'm gonna remove the smaller stuff, and in this situation, I'm gonna leave that main tree because of the coverage on the balcony and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments if you think I made the right decision. The upstairs door just opened and closed. Hello? Someone in here? Hello? Someone in here? Just stay right there. It looks like there's, like someone's living in here, or someone has been living in here.
It was upstairs.
Yeah,
I felt like I heard a noise from the other side of the window.
from up there.
Oh, in there.
In this room? I don't want you guys all the way in. Hello? Dude, this is freaky.
The door opened fully upstairs.
I know.
I only saw it shut, but it was wide open, and the door was like, it couldn't have been a wind. It's not even windy.
Huh?
It's not even windy.
Should I look around? Or?
No.
Huh?
I'll go up.
Go up?
I'll peek around the side. But you can I can go.
Yeah, but I don't want you to do it. Like, I'll be the one to do it. Someone in there?
I would just hope you be careful with the stairs because you can't see around the edge if someone's up there with like a wood plank, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like a race car. There's like shoes and blankets and
A mattress.
trash. Yeah, somebody's been in here because there's like vandalizing it. I'm just gonna peek up here. Hello? Anybody up here? I don't see anybody. It's freaking me out. Yeah, the door is completely closed.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It opened.
It's been closed.
What?
A new vape on the ground?
Yeah. If there's nobody in here now, I honestly think that people come in and out. But it'd probably be safer just to...
I think we can all agree that it's haunted. No, I'm just kidding.
Something's weird about this house.
I really don't get how the door was open. Because I checked this earlier. I was looking, I was like, is that... Because I was trying to see if... Because I didn't know if this door was unlocked or not. I was trying to... Just walking around seeing if any doors were already open.
Yeah.
That one was closed. It was fully closed.
I know. I heard it like fling open and then fling shut.
I looked up and it was just like this. And it was,
I think there's a person in here. Or they
All right,
ran out.
let's get out because I don't think it's safe.
yeah.
We'll just stick on the outside.
This
and,
is a nice house for everyone.
Total bad vibe.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The bricks are like...
the structure of the house is not bad at all.
But the fact that there's garbage bags, a mattress, and
Flip-flops.
sandals
Graffiti.
and stuff like that, and the graffiti, someone's been in here for sure.
It's freaky. There's definitely someone is in and out of this place. They may not be here. They may not be here
Look
now.
at the wall down right there.
Is that?
That's all right. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right.
This is getting weird. All right, come on up. Yeah, I think we're realizing that with all the alcohol, there's alcohol here, there's alcohol on the top porch. I think we really do have an issue of squatters here. I don't know if there was someone here that ran out the back door when we came in, or they're just not here and they come here at night.
The back door was open, and I don't think it was like that before.
Yeah, so it's not super safe environment, so we're definitely gonna finish the job, but I'm gonna keep the boys in my visual distance and stuff like that while we finish this. We're gonna continue to work on this tree, get this cleared out, work around to the back. Hopefully the back isn't It's bad, but hopefully it'll be a lighter part of the job than this, but I think it's gonna look really good when we're done.
I'm shaking.
I know, it's kind of scary. But here's the good thing. The reason that we do this, I know you can't see me on camera right now, but the reason that we actually clean these properties up is because the cleaner they look, the less chance they have of squatters coming in and doing stuff like this. That's obviously why they put those video monitor signs on there with no video, is because they're trying to scare squatters from coming in and
Or the squatter
doing
did that
stuff
so
here.
that
No.
people...
Alcohol's not a scary thing because it's like pretty normal to see at properties like this, but the red stuff on the wall,
Yeah, that's
that's a bad sign. So we're gonna try to get this done as quick as possible and split from this property because it's getting real suspicious. So we've already gone through a lot of poison ivy in this yard. If you look here, all of this, all up on the side of the house is poison ivy. And so we're going to clean this out as much as we can. This backyard is going to look fantastic when we get done with this. But as for like the mounds of poison ivy on the side, the problem is when you start tearing that down, the dust from the vine starts falling in your face and stuff, and we will get annihilated by that. So we're going to do the best we can on the house. Any of the ivy that you see up there is probably going to end up staying. So just want to throw that out there.
That was pretty cool. That tree fell and came like an inch from whacking the camera. I've never had, usually it knocks it over, but I've never had one hit that close. That was kind of neat. signs are pointed behind you. Just get the tree, please. Hello. Hi. Oh, do you watch us? Yeah.
Yes, me and my husband.
Oh, so cool. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I know it's loud out here.
You doing this house? Or?
Yeah, we're working on this house. It's abandoned, but it looks like it's got squatters, so like people that, you know, stay in there and do not so good stuff. And so sometimes when we clean these properties up, it just helps keep them away because it looks like somebody lives there, you know? And they see activity and stuff like that. Well, let me see. Hang tight 1 second. I got something for you. What size shirt do you wear?
Large. Extra large.
Extra large. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, these are official. You can't even buy these, so.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, y'all take care.
Yes, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. You have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye. finished with the yard. That was a fun one.
It was.
Kind of. Yeah, it wasn't clickbait. We had some weird stuff going on with this house. I know this is part 2 of 1. We were joking around in the very first video that we did with the squatters, but then come to find out as we got more into this yard, there's actually squatters who live there. And so really freaked us out when that door swung open. Ty was the first one to notice it.
Yeah, I saw it shut. It shut by itself. It wasn't open before. Then I look up and it's just like bam, and it just slammed shut. And I'm like,
there wasn't any, it wasn't windy today, like anything like that. So that made me immediately think there's someone up there that's trying to hide. We still don't know.
We were standing there.
I wish it was windy with how hot it is.
Honestly. It's really hot today. Yeah, but we still don't know if there's somebody hiding in that house. I didn't want to explore it any further and find somebody. If they're trying to hide that much, you don't know what you're going to find, if they're going to be violent, or you don't know what they're going to try to do, especially with the kids and stuff. So we'll just leave it at that. And again, just like we told the lady that the lady that came and stopped, our biggest goal is to kind of beautify these places a little bit, make them a little nicer, because what that does for the squatters is that tells them that something's going on with this property. And usually the people who have been coming here, if they've seen some updates to the property, it's gonna steer them away because they think maybe they'll get in trouble or something. So I call it a success. Excited for you guys to see these before and after pictures. I think this property came out amazing. And then we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Howdy.